Hello, my people. Good afternoon. I hope you guys are all doing well. It's lovely to see you as always. Thank you very much for joining me nice and early. Hank, Tim, Nerd. I hope you guys are doing well so far. Middle of the week, big chunk of the way closest to the weekend. So if you are having a tough week, this is the time that's going to change. The game is taking too long to load, and the starting screen's already been up for like 10 minutes. So I thought, you know what? Might as well get cracking on. I didn't see the big all in, Tim. I see you. Don't worry. I see you shining. Hello, lasagna. Yeah, true say, no, true say. So you've got even more of a reason then not to be enjoying the week. Sorry, not be enjoying the week. Basically, I had my finger on my headset. Um, VIP, please. I gotta be wild, really wild. A VIP is a rare, very rare opportunity. Now I was impressed, but was I wowed? You know, um, I don't know what it would take for the next VIP, but I feel like if certain, I want to say certain guidelines, but I don't actually know what the guidelines are. It just depends on like the day, the situation, the time, the moment. You know, it's not like, oh yeah, if you do this, you get VIP. If you do that, you get VIP, and etc. etc. It's just if it happens, it happens, in it. When it happens, it happens. That was rare. Hey, people go in all the time with points and win. They also go in all the time with points and lose. So it just has to be different. Like it could be to do with points. It could not be to do with points. Who knows? Just go see what the future holds in it. Oh yeah, my lo-fi. Hello, Dan. How you doing, mate? Nabil, hello. How are you doing as well? Let's get some lo-fi going on, some background, chill, calm, vibey, music that I actually don't know how much we're gonna hear of because we're gonna be driving a bunch of diesels. But I guess to fill in those awkward silences, we can get some of that going. And let's get cracking. So Cardiff City Network, a whole new route again for us to try. I've spawned into Cardiff Central on foot and walked around just to make sure again, like I did with the overground route, that everything is in order, everything is working. This is my first time actually looking at the journey mode stuff. Nabil, if anyone's gonna do sign language, it's gonna be you. Yeah. So whenever you're ready, let us know. I'll get you on camera, and you could do sign language for those who need it. Glad that you're doing well, Dan. West Coast mate like it's crashing for me in the Pendo. Is this a new thing, Tim, again? Or was this always happening? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chapters with 43 runs in total. Now, what's the time for these runs? Okay, just under 40 minutes. And then we have some shorter ones. I think this is a particular branch. So these are the shorter ones. These are quite short. You know what? I don't think it's too unrealistic to hope to be finished this journey mode before the release of the Dutch route. Especially now that we're streaming a little bit longer than before. I don't see why we can't do that. Seems like they finally nailed down the Cardiff Central light, and apparently it's supposed to be really yellow there in reality, and they didn't have that. But in the picture they do, so I guess they've banged it. As usual, we'll do a little introduction to the route. We'll do a little introduction to the train as well. Not that I need it, but I feel like that's just the right way to do things. And yeah, we'll go from there. I played one service last night, and all I was thinking is, do Welsh people ever walk? What are those short distances? I think even if it's a short distance, I can only imagine Wales is very like countryside-y. It's not like the city. So I feel like, welcome on board, Mark, with a bunch of numbers. I'll just call you Mark. Thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're doing well, mate. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Very uneven ground, the hills, Dan, you know.
Welcome to your first
It'll be more difficult to get from A to B in Wales than it is in London, I guess. I don't know. But this is Cardiff. Cardiff is a city. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm talking about anything that actually makes sense.
Isambard Kingdom Brunel, one of the most influential figures in rail history. When the site of Cardiff Central was prone to flooding, it was his idea to divert the entire River Taff to the west.
I have got the Midland Main Line, Mark. Yes, I've got all the DLCs.
Follow the markers to approach the empty route.
It's my job, Tim.
The station and interact with them to
it's my job to do that. I'm looking for a degree in it, actually. I'm looking to major in YAP. That's what you guys call it, innit? Majoring. I'm looking to major in YAP.
And find other tasks.
I'm not going to do that.
Other route maps, organize stray leaks, eat Welsh cakes.
Quite a lot of trains here, you know.
Collect love spoons.
Collect loves. You know what? Maybe it makes sense in Wales.
And take a seat anywhere you like aboard this Class 153 Super Sprinter.
Oh, a Super Sprinter. Also, I find it so funny that some of these trains are made up of just one carriage, just one coach. That's hilarious. I've never seen that before in my life. Look, that's literally like, that's a service. That's not like something that's waiting to be coupled to something else. That's literally the service. Hilarious. Is it worth it, Mark? I think it's one of the best UK routes, in my opinion, especially if you're on PC, Steam, and you know, are comfortable using mods. There's a great enhancement pack for that route that makes it even better. One of the routes I'm most proud of. Oh my god, there's passengers that are walking off and on. Ah, look at that. They can do it. My controller's just died. Yeah, one of the routes I'm proud of, Mark, because it started off as a disaster, an absolute disaster, and Skyhook Games took responsibility and made that route eventually what it should have been in the you know, from the what it should have been from the get-go.
Follow the markers and take a seat anywhere you like aboard this Class 153 Super Sprinter.
I don't know if I can overtake a bill as king of Yap, I'll be honest. How you doing, Sammy, mate? Good to see ya. Welcome.
As the central station in the capital city, Cardiff Central is a hub for
no, Hank, the Dutch route is releasing next week.
The network accommodates local services such as to Barry Island or
Japan has some single coach services too. So interesting. That's great. That's gonna be. I don't know if I'll be able to get used to that. That is so weird. Most modern Welsh train.
153 rail car has actually been stripped out and used as a community cafe.
No, you're okay, Sammy. Don't apologize, my man. Life is life, man. Life will always life. As long as you got your priorities in order.
And is now a cafe at Canaid.
Honestly, Tim and Nabil, or you can't even hear me anyway. As bad as these passengers are, after the Mildmay line, I would rather them than nothing.
As long as Cardiff Central.
My brothers in Christ, I would rather them than nothing at all.
But was demolished and replaced with Cardiff Queen Street in honor of Queen Victoria.
R.I.P. to a legend.
The Class 153 and Class 150 featured in this
Enjoy the
city
facts,
commuter
guys.
network are part of the Sprinter family, which are used all over the United Kingdom. Made to service rural branch lines.
I feel like the trains look pretty good though. I don't know anything about the sounds, so I can say they sound good. It won't mean anything, so I'm not gonna say anything on the sound unless there's something that I find a bit strange about them. Maybe now the sounds are as well. Game sound. Everything's okay. Looks like everything's okay.
It's also its old surviving.
I can barely hear the fella talking.
Festiniog Railway was opened in 1832.
There's something else we have that's operational underneath the train. What is it? I think it's that pipe-looking thing there. I think that's it. I think it rotates. There's something.
The world's first railway journey
Oh, this, yeah. I forgot what it was called. I forgot what the spinny thing is called. I've seen it in like road vehicles as well. Is it a differential? Hello ASR, how you doing?
As a driver on this busy city commuter network, you will be operating the Class 153 Super Sprinter and the slightly older...
Oh, it's a crankshaft, drive shaft. I don't know about like bits and bobs like that. Tim, either Twitch is bugging, I'm bugging, or you're bugging. You said,
take on the tightly
as bad as the passengers are after Mardmore Land, I'd rather have them than nothing. And then you said, that's what he said, Nabil, as if Nabil said that.
And bustling city route.
So did Twitch
that the Welsh capital
write your name for something Nabil said? Or are you losing the plot, or am I losing the plot? No, the fans in the correct location. I hope so. There's no reason for why they shouldn't be right now. Oh, it's a drive shaft. Okay. Differential is the thing you always get. Okay. Drive shaft goes into a differential, then goes to the wheels, and differential is what connects the drive shaft. Okay. Okay.
Hello, and welcome to the training center.
Yeah, I should know it, but you know.
The operation of a Class 150 diesel hydraulic multiple unit in transport for Wales livery.
I should have done that ASR.
During this brief introduction, we will go through.
I can't be bothered to set it up now. It's actually more difficult than you think to set up a timer on OBS.
To get started.
Unless I just found like a silly way to do it.
Sit
last
down
time.
in the driver's seat. This is where you will be spending. Set the master key. Set the train's headlight switch to the right position.
Why? They should always be to the right?
Before we get the train in motion, step out of the driver's seat and head over to the guard panel.
So why couldn't I do this before I stepped into the...
open and close the train's doors.
Okay. I really like some bright, innit? How do I open the like, lead me through the process. I like that they show you how to do guard duties in case that's your thing.
These guard panels
I really
are used
like
to
that.
operate the train doors. Typically, a conductor would operate this separately from the driver. Make sure the doors are closed, then sit back down in the driver's seat, and we can get the train moving.
Yeah, no, I know, Tim. You were saying to Nabil that that's what Adnan said, but I didn't see Nabil say what I said. I saw you repeat what I said, and then say that's what he said, Nabil. You wrote from what I see in Twitch chat, as bad as the passengers are after Mardmore Line, I'd rather have them than nothing. But then you responded to it as if Nabil had said it, which is what obviously is, you know. I actually don't have anything against guard mode. It's just not.
Set the reverser to the forward position.
Not for me. It's like dispatching in Simrel. I have nothing against dispatching itself. It's just not for me. Yes, the seat is down. Can I sit in it, please?
Let's get moving. Set the throttle
Oh, he's excited.
To notch 1.
Are we not going to remove the... Is a brake on a separate thing? All right, so are we not going to remove the brakes?
Set the brake. Slowly notch up the throttle lever to reach the speed indicated.
Have it ready for next week. I need to just have it ready in general, to be honest. We're on forward, right? Is there a door open? Oh, there is a door open. Oh no, they got vapes there now. Welcome to 2025. Although this route is set in like 2023. Oh, you're transcribing for Nabil. Okay. I think that helps to make things make more sense. It's quite quiet for a DMU, you know. I'm gonna put the volume up for you guys. But careful, because something might be really loud and blow your eardrums. Just giving you a warning in advance. If there's any bing!
Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain speed and reduce engine stress.
There it is. It wasn't Matt this time, but there it is.
This diesel hydraulic
They switched it up a little bit. They switched it up a little bit.
4-stroke turbo diesel engine capable of 286 horsepower.
Don't draw me. I'm busy driving trains, mate.
It is important to not exceed the speed limit. If you begin overspeeding, apply a small amount of brake effort by moving the brake lever into step 1. You are now approaching the next stop. Use the brake lever to gradually apply more braking effort and
I agree
come to a
too.
stop at the station. Don't worry if you miss the platform, you are free to go around this loop as many times as you want.
I'm not going around the loop so many times as I want, man. I'm stopping right here. What do you mean? Oh, the brakes are pretty good, you know, although we weren't really going that fast in the first place, actually. Oh my god, my beloved stop marker. How much I've missed you. What the why? Bro heard it's loud and just went for it. Why not? Thank you for the bits, but don't you like peace? Wait, am I not? I just stopped here, opened the doors, and then straight away just said go to the next one. You know what's like the great thing about not knowing about things in the game in real life? I look at this here, and I see a train, I see a livery, I see some colours, and you know we're going to see the station. Well, I'm going to see the stations. I don't know if you guys have seen anything yet, but I'm going to see the stations and whatnot for the first time. And guess what? It's all okay to me. I'm hearing the sounds, and it's all okay to me. You know why? Because I don't know anything about this line. I don't know anything about the stations on this line. I don't know anything about this livery. And I'm at peace. And I don't want to know. I don't want to go on the forums and read, oh, this is bad, that is bad, because then I'm going to know it's bad. Right now, I don't know it's good, but I'm okay. I'm chilling. I'm okay. I'm just doing my thing. I'm going from A to B, B to A, C to D. I'm just chilling. And that's okay. This is the bliss that ignorance can sometimes have. But this is the good type of ignorance. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad ignorance. This is a good thing. I'm not a reviewer. I'm not here to review. I'm here to give you my opinion. I'm not here to review. You know, it's actually like, it's louder on my headphones than you probably think. I don't hear any more thoughts when I'm gaming after yesterday's atrocities, I guess, with Henry after he was drunk. And my thoughts are gone. I had the sound of a fart. Nice. Yeah. I'm not a reviewer. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm here to play, to let you guys see the route for yourselves. So if you know anything that's not in place, you'll see it.
For operating this train.
But I do not bother to go and do my research. Oh, this route's, oh, the Dutch route's coming out. Let me go and research what Zorro looks like. Oh, are they gonna have this rubbish box there? Oh, are they gonna have the station poster right at this exact inch? No. If it looks like it would fit IRL, I'm chilling. Now, if I had faith in TSW, I would joyfully, gleefully go and do my research and look at the real life version of things, knowing that, oh my god, like they've done it so well. But I know I'm going to go and look for reality, and I'm going to be disappointed. So why? This is the most peace I can have, aside from bugs, in terms of route to reality scale. This is the most peace I can have, is just not know what the real one is at all. Classic meme noise. It actually doesn't get old. It really doesn't get. Funny enough, I heard it just yesterday in a meme. So yeah, it's timeless. It's timeless. It is a W, Tim. Absolutely, I prefer my peace over everything. Over everything. Why am I going to straight us? Brother, not when I'm drinking. Not when I'm drinking. Not when I'm drinking. I thank God I actually let that coffee cool down a little bit. Thank you, no, that's 300 bits. I do appreciate the bits. I'm not going to say stop, you know. But at the same time, you know, I mean, it spice up the experience, I guess, isn't it? Right, now for a 153 introduction. Let's see how different this train is to the 150, that it needed its own separate introduction. I didn't even know it had its own introduction. Oh, you're still transcribing for Nabil. You have to at Nabil every time so that I know, okay, you're just transcribing for him. Listen, you have to have some sort of compensation for your work, Tim.
And welcome to the training center. In this training module, you will be learning the operation of a Class 153 diesel hydraulic rail car.
ASR, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for you.
Hello there.
Oh, that one was weak. See, that one was quiet. That one was too quiet. Right. How long before the coasting message? Put in your bets right now. How many seconds or minutes before they start talking about coasting is a method? I'm saying a minute and a half. I'm gonna say a minute and a half. Sounds like a KCD and, you know, genuinely, nerd, if you had played that yesterday during the KCD stream, I'm turning around. Thinking, who's that? Right, so I said a minute and a half. Sammy's saying 2.5 minutes. Nerd saying 2 minutes. Tim saying 1 minute. Dan's going to be extra and say 119 seconds. Technically 2 minutes. Fair enough, but okay. 1 minute and 59. All right. I'm going to go for it and then click straight out of the main menu.
In transport for Wales livery. During this brief introduction, we will go through the primary driver controls and passenger.
Well, Hank, you've already lost.
When you are ready, climb aboard to get started. Sit down in the driver's seat. This is where you will be spending most of your time.
You flipping idiot. I thought somebody's knocking on my wall. I thought somebody was knocking on my wall. Yo, I think you got everyone with that. I'm not gonna lie. There's no way I'm the only one that fell for that. That's ridiculous. That was
the train's headlights to day headlight. Headlights are important for letting other.
That was
Before we get the train in motion, step out of the driver's seat and head over to the guard panel. This is where you can manually open.
You know what? I think you lot would have been close with your guesses, yeah, if not for this guarding edition, which I'm actually not mad about. I'm genuinely not mad about it. Pardon me. Whoa.
These guard panels are used to operate the train doors. Typically, a conductor would operate this separately from the driver.
I really like this
Make
edition.
sure the doors are closed.
What are the odds, people, that they're only going to add this for this route and then never do it again? You're never going to see another guard panel
The
in the
train is now
introduction
ready to
ever
move.
again.
Set the reverser to the forward position.
Right, a minute and a half is gone, so I've lost.
Let's get moving. Set the throttle
I close the door
lever
this
to
time?
notch 1.
Yes. No, bro, you got me good.
Slowly notch up the throttle lever to reach
got
the
me good.
speed indicated.
Right, 2:04. Only Sammy can win at this point. Only Sammy can win with 2 minutes 30. It depends how quickly we get to 30 miles per hour at this point. Can we do it in the next 15 seconds? I think we will. Wait, ASR, what did you say, sorry? 153 seconds. How much is that in minutes? Why make it so confusing for me? Also 153 that's not 3 minutes. 153. 6, 12, 18. It's just under 3 minutes. 2.5 minutes? Is it 2.5 minutes? Or roughly. Okay. I'm watching the timer. I can't see the timer. Oh yeah, I can see it.
Coasting is a
245.
method used to efficiently...
2:45.
This diesel hydraulic multiple unit features an inline
Ridiculous.
6 4-stroke turbo
Absolutely
diesel engine
ridiculous.
capable
Honestly.
of 286 horsepower.
I can't leave the game.
It is important to not exceed the speed limit. If you begin overspeeding, apply a small amount of brake effort by moving the brake lever into step 1.
Yeah, so I guess ASR wins. ASR clinches that one by 3
You are
seconds.
now
He was the
approaching
closest.
next stop.
I don't know what the prize
Use
is.
the brake lever
If
to
there is a
gradually
prize.
apply more braking effort and come to a stop at the station.
ASR, I don't know how much more you can
Don't
win,
worry
brother.
if you miss the
You've won a
platform,
TSW
you are
DLC
free
in
to
a
go
giveaway.
around
You've won
this
£50
loop
in a
as many
giveaway. I don't know what
times
more
as
you
you
want,
want.
brother. I guess you're just born to win. Bro, these trains are
Coasting
super
is
quiet.
a form of saving electricity and wear on the train motors.
Thank you very much for the echo. Yeah, literally by 3 seconds. I don't know what made you specifically say 153. Oh, because of the train. Ah, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. You were one of the train and it didn't let you down. You're connected. You're connected. I wish you talked more about safety systems and fuses. That too, man. I guess, you know, it's a bit late for it. Even it's late. The guard stuff should have been included from when conductor mode was a thing. Oh, sorry, guard mode was a thing. Which is, I think it's conductor mode. I don't remember. But anyway, we're eventually getting there. So I can only hope that at some point in the future, they will include the safety systems. It is the 153 ASR, yeah. The fact that you picked it at random, I don't even know if that's yeah. Right, there you go. That's 153. And it's going into like cabs, just a normal thing. You can't do it like you do on the Mildmay line, but you do it a lot more than you used to be able to. Hello, Ben. I'm not planning on getting the Thomas pack, no. Bro put a sad face after that. Indeed, Tim, it is coming out tomorrow, yes. It is coming out tomorrow. Dan, I said yesterday, I don't have any plans to personally, but if there's a big asking for it, I'll consider doing so, but I don't think, knowing, I said this yesterday, knowing you guys, I don't think anyone's going to ask for it. Like, seriously, I know Nerd's going to ask for it as a joke, because all Nerd likes to do is troll me. And maybe one or two will jump on his vehicle into troll land, but realistically, I don't think anyone that's a regular here has any interest in Thomas. So no, we will continue playing through the Cardiff route until the end of this week. There should be a stream on Saturday. It sucks that I'm not going to be able to play. It sucks that I'm not going to be able to do any streams tomorrow. If I can, I'm going to try and fit in some playtime where I can, though, just to kind of like get through it. And if somehow I do have time, I'm not meant to, but if I do somehow, then I'll put on a little stream. If it's going to be more than 2 hours, then I'll put on a stream.
Good work.
But yeah, at least
That
we'll make some of that
concludes all
time
of the
back on
basics
Saturday.
for
You know, a
operating
day
this
where we
train.
usually wouldn't stream. But don't get too used to it. This is the last Saturday for a while that I'm going to be able to stream. Right, now we actually start for real, for real. I'm not going to separate scenarios. We are going to do the journey mode. If scenarios come along, they come along, just as they did with the Mildmere line. And I'm interested to see if they fixed the buggy subtitles. Right, let's go. Right, so we're starting off with a scenario. Translator, it's only 20 minutes long. Super easy, apparently. They all are, realistically. The stations in Cardiff are getting some changes. Signage all over the route needs to be translated from English to Welsh, and Transport for Wales has asked you to help out. How do I scroll like that, this part? Board the awaiting train and take a tour around Cardiff, finding signage and making the necessary changes while learning about the Welsh language. Generally speaking, as in not from a train driver's perspective, but just involved within trains, I'm not mad about a scenario like this. But from an angle of being a train driver, it doesn't really make sense. I'm going to see it from the former. Just generally on the railway, it sounds like a cool little scenario to help you get familiar. Similar to what we had on the Mildmere line, interestingly enough. Just that the bugginess of that scenario defeated the whole purpose of it. Hi, hello, and welcome to Cardiff. The signage all over the city's commuter route is changing, and the new signage needs translated into Welsh. Okay, it's exactly the same as what the description said. Hello, boss. I like the GWE appearances. The first sign will be fairly simple. The sign denotes the current station, Cardiff Central. The translation is... Okay, I guess they haven't fixed the subtitles then. Surprised, because they said they fixed it. Yeah, they said they fixed it. And here it is flashing for 2 seconds. At least it's not bugging, because it was flashing on and off, on and off, on and off before. So at least they fixed that. But that was not too long of a sentence for me not to even finish. On second thought, not a bad idea to make you sit through it, Thomas. No, I mean, what is going on with this texturing? Okay. Good work. Okay. The passenger service, this is loud. Now it's loud. Jesus. The passenger service to Corrington should be arriving soon. The detonating inside is ridiculously good. When it does, take a seat anywhere you like to continue the journey. Take a seat anywhere you like to continue the journey. Am I bugging, or should there be a comma there? No, it just depends on how you read it. That's English for you. Alright, let's have a little sit down here then. This reminds me of my passenger experience videos. I haven't done one in a while. I keep forgetting, if I'm being completely honest. And then when I remember, I realise, oh, I actually don't really have much time to do them. Alright, see you in a bit, Sammy, mate. Much better tasting today. I added a half a spoon, well, 3/4 more sugar than I did yesterday. The thing is, Tim, he's not even responding to you, and I'm wondering if he's here at all. Hello, Dan. On TikTok. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate your presence. He's not, is he? You're just talking to a ghost. But you know what, Tim? It's the spirit that I love. The spirit is willing. At least in this case, the flesh is also following. was gifted this. Most likely, Tim. Most likely. I remember when I would go to sleep after a session. Boy, there'd be a lot going on. A whole lot going on. And then you'd wake up feeling all sorts of strange. That's an interesting road design. Is this like a court? It looks like a court. And that's the thing, Dan. This game comes together because the game actually offers quite a good base, and then the mods almost complete it. It's like TSW alone will give you like a basic cake, and then the mods are like icing and whatever topping you like. I believe we're getting off here. I don't even know if this is Cardiff Queen Street. It is indeed. Nice little vibe so far. Oh yeah, I forgot I changed it. I turned the settings down. Go back to Ultra. We're okay now. We're in a better place. Just turn that down. And you're 100% okay. I've gone down from Beast back down to Ultra after I missed an World One's performance the other day. I would like, in the worst case scenarios, to still have a smooth experience. So even if like that's only in one spot in one route, I will still make the changes. And MSFS sunsets are glorious. I mean, it's hard not to have them be glorious when you're literally with the sun. This sign provides important information about the current rail timetable. The translation is that word. Interact with the sign to add the Welsh translation. So the train's just waiting for me, huh? That's a big boy sim. Yeah, oh yeah, in comparison, abso-flippin-lutely. Hello, Wayne, how you doing, mate? How's that process going for her, Dan? Still making good progress? You have to like look in a weird place for it to activate. How's the route? I'm not quite sure, mate. It's my first service / scenario. So it looks pretty good. Can I say how realistic it is or how realistic the trains are? Nope. I'm not familiar with either. I need to get the window open, it's warm. But so far from just what I'm seeing, it looks pretty good. There's nothing that I've seen that's been... the texture of that building is a bit strange, but aside from that, I haven't really seen anything. And there are some weird roads. The roads are a little bit weird. But aside from that, I haven't really seen anything stick out to me as really bad or weird or buggy. As a matter of fact, I was actually quite impressed with the fact that the train introductions include a guide for doing guard mode. Active pause on MSFS would leave the plane out of fuel. Mozzarelli's new flight? Yeah, oh, that was what they were teasing. They sent me an email a little while back. Well, I say a little while back, it was only like last week, saying that they've got some new stuff coming in. I was quite intrigued. So is it just flight gear that they've come out with, or is there some new driving gear as well? Just 4 more weeks. Ah, splendid. Should be good for when it gets warm then. "21-year-old job." Wow. Life is odd, you know. Sometimes you go through things that will give you a completely different outlook on certain things that otherwise you would never have had. I don't know, obviously, if the incident had anything to do with it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it somehow played a part. Only saw the flight stuff, but it looks good. It always looks good when it's Moza, man. Always looks good when it's Moza. Yo, we are moving. I actually don't know what the top speed of the trains on this route is. Wow, there you go, man. There you go. That's life for you, man. That's life. That's why, I mean, the best thing you can do is just do what you know is right and walk in faith, because you don't know how certain answers will come, and it can be in the midst of chaos that you find your peace. Wayne, you know, it's just, it would be, hello Difey. This game is Train Sim World 5. I'm playing it on PC, but it's available on PC and console. Wayne, you know, it's a sad thing to see something so valuable, worth so much, collect dust, you know. And I'm happy to assist you so that you don't feel guilty with that. And you are more than welcome to send it my way. And, you know, you would have done some charitable work, you know, and you wouldn't have to feel guilty about it. You can clear your conscience. So, you know, just hit me up. That's the irony of it, Tim. In order for you to hear that, Dan's missus has to go through that. He had to speak on it, and then I had to respond to that for you to hear it. You just don't know how things come together in life. Just walk in faith. The domino effect of certain things is crazy. Crazy. You just gotta be in the right place at the right time. This sign displays a warning about the dangers. I don't know why I just spat. The dangers of the live overhead wires. What live overhead wires? This is a DMU route. What live overhead wires? It's a bit of a weird station to put this sign up. Surely you could use it for something better, more applicable. I think I just saw one of those Love Spoons collectibles. We're gonna sit on this side this time. So much for a guilty conscience. Don't get me started on collectibles. Yeah, I know, right? Like I always say, man, as long as they don't interrupt the flow of a realistic experience, I'm okay with them, you know? They're there for people who want them, cool. But when they now start messing with posters on stations and stuff like that, nah, man. Pardon me, make it like a little thing that you have to go and find, like the goblins on the suffragette line. all these little spoons, you know, something you can just pick up off the floor, or like on the Just Trains route where you pick up scarves. I like stuff like that. But to mess with posters, like stuff that's important, that's an important part, an integral part of the railway, that's when it gets a little bit weird. Like you're almost now forcing me in a way to play in an arcadey way for a more simulative or a better simulated experience. I didn't even know about the stickers, lasagna, but yeah, literally that. Like, you can get pretty close, like the scarves. You could just say it's lost property, and then you could also make it like, if you're playing conductor mode, for example, you could, like, I don't know, pretend you're waiting for your shift to start, and you're just walking around the station, and oh, you see a scarf, oh, lost property, let me go and hand it in. You know, you very much can integrate collectibles with the sim, in the sim aspect, but most of the time that's not the case. Waving gingerbread man. I didn't even see that one. What? Oh, I know the one you're talking about. Yeah, literally, he's literally just there, just waving, like actually waving. Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Yeah, see, something like that is just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Yeah, those as well. Like I said, as long as the minute it breaks your immersion or breaks reality, I'm alright. I mean, Wayne, you know, if it's gonna be like leftovers from junkies doing whatever, Frankfurt can benefit from that as well, from what I've been hearing, then so be it. I'm not gonna say where to cover my own behind, but in stations on the undergrounds, there's a room where, you know, obviously money's handled because we have ticket machines, people pay money, so there's a room where money's handled, where there's a couple safes. In that safe can be some lost property. It also can be used for Oyster cards that are found, you know, again, still lost property, but they get sent to somewhere to be destroyed the correct way. And there could also be things that the British Transport Police can decide to leave for a pickup at a later date. And during my training, on my first ever look at these rooms, opening the safe, there was a bag of cocaine that the police had left us to collect at a later date. Just a bag of cocaine that had been collected from, I guess, either the station premises, and I've actually seen baggies of stuff, usually cocaine, on the floor anyway at stations when I've just walked as a member of the public. So it's actually, yeah, you're not far off, basically. You're actually not far off. About we did joke about it. Now, out of us few in that room who joked about it, I don't think everyone was joking. Is it there to this day? I don't know. But, you know, I left it there anyway. And that's from Talahot to Frankfurt. There you go. Frankfurt just sounds like an absolute disaster zone. I'm sure I'm going to find myself there at some point in reality. And when I do, my eyes are going to be everywhere. What a name for a station. Rubina. It would be nice if during the route introduction they introduced all the stations and said them in, like, pronounced them in Welsh. Just for the culture, you know? But I think that would have been appropriate. Oh my god, they got rid of the clock now when you actually remove the HUD. When you remove everything, though, not just the HUD. When you hit F1. It's a cool little place to sit with your friends, you know, just like away from everyone. Oh wow, Lasagna, you put in hours. The area around the central station in Frankfurt is pretty bad. So is it that that particular area is bad on its own? Or is it that Frankfurt in general is not great for that kind of thing? A proper no HUD experience. What, from me? If you want it from me, I have to be very intentional about it. And I don't think I am. I just don't think I'm locked into TSW as I once was. Like maybe it was possible a couple of years ago, but oh, from TSW. But you can though. You can get a complete no HUD experience. I see your gameplay here, nerds. Let things settle down. And then go at it again. I see your game plan. I don't know where this has come from, brother. I don't know what I've done to you. But cool. I'm not gonna lie, the door one was ridiculous. And the weird thing is, yeah, I've never had anybody knock at this hall, so I'm wondering, oh, you know, oh, what's going on? You hit the 1K bits badge. Well, look at you. Look at you all decorated. Boredom. Look at my wall. You know what the crazy thing is? I do wonder how likely that is in the next like 10 years. Some sort of technology to like interact with people's spaces. No, the knocking one, Tim, I know for a fact, especially if you're wearing headphones, got everyone. Everyone that's currently on stream would have fallen for that one. That one is so good. So good. It gave me a bit of a fright because, like, if somebody's knocking on a wall like that, something's wrong. Something is very, very, very wrong. So it actually, like, genuinely scared me a little bit. It wasn't just like a startle. Welcome back, Lasagna. Already have you here on Twitch. To be honest, yeah, you're not really wrong. I still want smell-o-vision more than anything, though. So yeah, so that bus, when the doors open. No, the rules are let the people off first. You're all pushing me away. Move. Let people off the train. Are you taking the piss? Let people off the train first, bro. So this bus is the exact same bus you'll find on every river route. You'll find it in Bernina line. You'll find this exact bus on Arosa line. I don't know if it's on the Scottish routes, but if it is, I won't be surprised. So that was one of the biggest clues that River were involved in this route. No matter how much DTG tries to hide it. Hello, man. I'm gonna sit next to you, whether you like it or not. What are you gonna do about it? Right, platinum, decent. I should play Doom 3 one day. It's on sale, isn't it? There's a Doom on sale. I don't know which one it is, but there's a Doom on sale for pretty flipping cheap. They don't know computer etiquette at all. It's on Luzerne Cersei as well. There you go. No, thank you, nerd. I'd rather not. I don't want the smell of like hay and mites. DCG just announced class foot of a locomotive. Okay. Is it going to come with some journey mode chapters though? You know, what is it coming with? Before I make a judgment, what is it coming with? I don't want to believe it's just the train by itself. Hello, Simon. How you doing, mate? Right, operate a 10-minute long part of this commuter service from Cardiff Central to Heath High Level. It'll be a lot worse than hay and mites. Oh no. Oh no. We got enough 47s one. We got enough 47s, Tim, but apparently this one is quite special. It's got some history behind it. Good afternoon, folks. We're excited to be preparing for the upcoming release of the East Coast Main Line Diesel Rail Tour Pack. Okay, so it's going to be something. It's going to come. It's a something, right? An experience. Included will also be a Mark 1 coaching stock in BR Blue and Grey livery, coming in BG, TSO, BSO and FK variants that are both air and vacuum braked, as well as a class 40 and 45 previously seen in the Northern Transpennine and BR Heavy Freight Pack. Okay, so if you don't have them from those routes, you can get them through this one, okay? Dive into our latest article for more information on included rolling stocks. So it's going to come with scenarios. It's going to substitute onto the timetable in other routes. So for £12, you get one train in a new livery. You get 2 trains that we already have, but nonetheless, if you don't have them, you can get them. So technically, 3 trains, only one of which is somewhat really new. Scenarios, timetable substitutions for £12. I think if it was £10, it would be okay. If it was £10, it would be okay. I think £12 is a little bit steep. I'm not mad about it. If it was just a train alone, I may have been, but I think, yeah, it's a touch overpriced. I don't think it's a scam, as you guys like to throw that word around a lot. We do, Tim. We do. I think it's Athena Simulations that are behind it, Tim. I could be wrong. I know they're working on something. I think it's that. It is Athena. Thank you for the confirmation. Yeah. Again, you know, you guys will all have your separate, different. What the hell is this? All your thoughts about it. But personally, I think for £10, it would have been £10 would have been a good price. So maybe pick it up on a sale if you're interested in it, unless you think £12 is fine. Is it just DSD? Is that it? Ah, TPWS is there, you little bastard. There you are. Okay. I remember that. So what's this? The 150... 150. Okay. Okay. That turns on automatically. Nice. We said right side, right? Tail light off. So does it just have one set of lights? Like there's no day and night, it's just one set. The Mark 1 doesn't include a restaurant. When people ask them for that, they said they'd look into it. Which I know is quite important to the people who are looking for that stock. Yeah, which is I'm surprised, Dan. Nabil mentioned it the other day, and I was quite surprised that Greece is already on a sale. But hey, I guess ETS2, they've made enough money. They've made enough money, right? So why not? Might as well. Welsh is such a funny language, man. It just sounds like waffle. It doesn't sound like a real language. Genuinely, just sounds like it sounds like someone faking a language. Like they've made up a language. It's 10.79 on sale now. Worth it, man. Every ETS2 map DLC is worth it. I'm sure you can pick it up on a third-party website for even cheaper. Yeah, I am a big fan of the Swallow livery, I'll be honest as well, Tim. Dutch sounds like waffle, but not only, at least with Welsh, when you see it written, it's set apart from any other language. If you see some words... Thank you, nerd. If you see Dutch written, it doesn't look it looks like certain Dutch words look like English words being memed. There was a funny one where someone like changed their iPhone language to Dutch. Hank, I do love you and I do love the Dutch. I'm not mocking you. And like I think it was calculator, camera. There was some ones that really stood out as actually hilarious. They just look like English words that are memed. Like they don't look real. But then when you hear it being spoken, it sounds like it's basically the opposite of Welsh. Welsh doesn't sound like a real language, but when you see it written, you're like, okay, this is definitely its own little thing. Dutch sounds like a real language when you're hearing it being spoken, but when you see it written, it just looks like a meme. If you speak German, you can understand Dutch. It sounds like a cross between it. If you speak German, you can understand Dutch, really? How does that work? Sound like German and English mashed into one. I guess so. I actually haven't heard Dutch much. I've heard it here and there, but I can't say like I'm familiar with what it sounds like. What's meant to be on that black screen, by the way? Does anyone know? What do you mean talking about memes now? What have you got up your sleeve? I can understand some Dutch. Some Dutch words. I can understand some Dutch, but not all of it. You can understand quite a lot of Dutch if you speak German. It's meant to be a white screen, nerd. You're a genius. You're a genius, man, ain't you? I had no idea Dutch and German were so close to each other. Interesting. You need to time these well, nerd. You need to wait for like... You see, like, for example, when we had those Bluetooth trees on San Bernardino, that's when you should have played it. Well, thank you for the bits again. You're going ham today. I don't know if today's like payday or what, but you're killing it today. I appreciate you. Thank you. So can I learn Dutch then and then use that as like a gateway drug into German. Yeah, the Chinese lady voice. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully. You need that one. I'll try and look for it if I can remember. That would actually be good. There's a Dutch is drunk German and German is drunk Dutch memes for a reason. I actually haven't seen many of those memes. I guess I'm not allowed for my region. I wouldn't get them. I need to like invade German gram. Although I did for a short while. I was getting German memes are so funny. And I couldn't understand them half the time, but I could. You get them, you know? Oh, German memes are gold. German memes are actually gold. I found out today you can actually reset your suggested content feeds on Instagram. I didn't have a clue. But I feel like there are times when it will do it automatically, briefly, before it reverts. And I'll just get like pictures of mountains and sunsets and dogs. And it's like, how on earth do I get my thing back? Like, how do I see stuff I actually want to see? I don't want to be typing in on the search bar memes. To convert German memes to UK simplified. That is Nabil's actual job secretly. There was a lady crashing out of Frankfurt. For McDonald's. No, Germany is actually a lot more ghetto than I thought, you know. It was a very well kept secret. I guess it still is a very well kept secret. It's like, if you know, you know. I only know how much of a crap hole Germany can be in certain places because of you guys. First April DLC. I mean, it's Athena Simulations' first DLC. I don't mind a new studio starting off light. Although, what was the studio again that did the regional railways delivery and scenarios for British commuter, Birmingham City commuter? I don't think we heard from them again. Germans are strict, but they like their jokes. Like dad jokes. That actually makes a lot of sense. My mod on my streams lets me know constantly. And that's the thing, Tim. If you didn't have your mod letting you know, or anyone on this chat letting you know, I don't think you'd know. Unless you go there and see it for yourself. The ghetto in Germany is not Germans. Listen, it's still the ghetto in Germany. You can blame who you want to blame. It is what it is. It's not too dissimilar to here. Oh, we are flying. I thought we could, you know, bring it in nice and easy. We brought it in, which is the main thing, I guess. The locomotive systems reflect those present before being taken out of service. As such, more modern safety systems that would be required for running on today's tracks are not implemented. Good, nice, I like that. Well, if it's a rail tour from when it was actually being used as a rail tour, Simon, I guess I could accept some artistic license, or is it called creative license? I do wonder where else it could be used, where it would be more applicable. But if they found a way that kind of makes sense, but it wouldn't really in it, because at the end of the day, the route is set in present day, isn't it? ECML, so it's a bit of a stretch. It's a bit of a stretch. It's a bit of a stretch. Oh, absolutely, Tim. I don't disagree. I don't disagree. The ones who leave windows open. No, what are you talking about? What do you mean? What does that even mean? Unless they've adjusted the time, unless there's like a separate timetable, Simon, that they run on, yes, you will. Which, you know, is the thought of that starts to have me a bit like, oh, maybe I wouldn't. Maybe I don't see how that works, you know? Right, so we've done DVD. Bro, they've got it the wrong way. Look, on here, it says normal is left, isolate is right. When you put it to the left, the game says it's isolated. When you put it to the right, the game says it's normal. I don't know which one to believe. So wait, this was TPWS, wasn't it? Where was the thing that we just clicked? Oh, that's AWS as well. Okay, cool. So we're good. Okay. Why doesn't this train have working GSMR? You can like operate it. You can press buttons on it. But you can't register anything on it. How does that make any sense? Why? What's the point in pressing all the buttons on it but it doesn't do anything? Oh, this is a bus. Look, it's just a bus. It's a bus on rails. One coach. Hilarious. Dingle Road Station. Are you taking the mick? Dingle Road. Nah, it can't be. Where do you live? Oh, I live off Dingle Road. Dingle Road. It makes me think. It gives me the image of someone tickling balls. It just Dingle Road. It just makes me imagine tickling balls, tickling a ball sack. They like their efficient home, so leaving when it's open is frowned upon in winter. Right. Right. Yeah, exactly like that, Simon. Like Diesel Legends. Yeah, exactly like that. Yeah, it's very basic, Tim. I agree. And again, it's just the minimal effort that we're very used to seeing. That should have caused something to ring, by the way, and it hasn't. Oh, snap. Oh my god, I thought this was going to be like a super short platform because of the train size. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. Crazy how long this platform is for one coach. Ring back, let those stupid switches. I heard the Belgians on following through his modern route out the window. Why would Boss on Rails get him angry? 75% sell before you get this, the Cardiff route, Simon, or the 47 that we're talking about. It's not just me who thinks that way, and I'm sure there is someone else on this planet. Listen, how many people in the world now? 7 billion, 8 billion, something stupid like that. There's got to be someone else. Bro, dingle. The word dingle. Dangling. You know? It all links up. It all links up. There's a shot of it next to a Scott Roll 385. I just hope it's realistic. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna get it the way I always get my DLCs, but I do hope it's realistic. So is there just no AWS sound or what? Because we did go over I forgot I don't know what the actual things are called on the track, but the thing that should have made it ring, and the sunflower was lit up, but there wasn't a sound to accompany it. Of the 47, yeah, fair enough. That would go for cheap, super cheap in that case. Probably go full price, really? I mean, it's a nice, quaint little route, but £30, man. I checked the price today. I was like, whoa, £30 is a lot. I mean, I guess it's all relative, right? But exactly, nerds. You get it. It's just, it all links up. It goes from one thing to another. But the thing that will trigger that thought process is the word dingle. And then from there, it's just, there's no way you could just, it's an uphill battle if you want any inch, any millimeter of sanity. Okay, that was decent. Decent sounds and physics over the points. Neither British Ace or Entisrael recommend that at full price. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all subjective, right? Say like you're a Welsh resident and this is your local line. You're probably going to eat this up at any price. But generally speaking, compared to everything else that we've got in stock, yeah, it's steep. I think even a 15% off would be decent. Yeah, well, what would that bring it down to? 50% of 30. 20, around 25? Just like around 25? I think that would be okay. That would be more acceptable. Don't bring me into it, no. I didn't say I'm always thinking about balls. I just said dingle makes me think about balls. Now, if you always think about balls, I mean, that's a you thing. Don't bring me into it. That's the main thing in my opinion, Tim. You're getting your money's worth out of it. If you're enjoying it, you're getting your money's worth out of it, then, you know. Can it be too expensive? I guess it can, technically, but enjoying it is a big part. Cargo Land Petroleum. I enjoyed, Simon, that DLC. I'll be honest. The freight is heavy on there. The tankers, they are heavy, bro. Like, they're a challenge. They're genuinely a challenge. It's nice. It's a nice little gameplay experience. At 40% off, could be worth it. Could be worth it. But obviously, it's a decision for you to make. 323 is also oh wait, what do you mean the 323 is on sale? It doesn't come alone, does it? It appears on Glossopply and it appears on Birmingham Cross City. Or are you talking about the the regional railways livery? Look how quickly, by the way, it turned from sunny blue skies to this. Shout out to dynamic weather, man. Doing the devil's work. Because the Lord ain't involved in any of this. Quite a few starters coming into Grangetown. I wonder why. Is it just because we're entering it for the first time. Well, we've basically gone around the whole route. Everywhere we've gone has been for the first time. And we haven't really seen any stutters that bad. Well, Tim, just go back about 30 seconds. Go back about 30 seconds in the stream and you'll see it. Bro's just driving one coach. I can't get over this. How is this a thing? What is going on as well with, like, the camera just bugging out? Look at it. Gadro. I woke up with Gadro in my brain from yesterday. Don't be a Gadro. I'm not going to say anything about the nuclear lights because I don't know whether they're affected by a mod that I have, and I think they might be. So I'm not trying to glaze and be an ambassador. I'm just not certain whether that's actually a lighting issue with the routes or with a mod, and I'm quite sure it's a mod thing. Oh, the Centro, that was what it was. Well, Simon, it comes with some scenarios. It subs in on the route for £3. If you want to revisit Birmingham Cross City and, you know, for a bit of refreshed gameplay, I don't think it'd be the worst decision in the world for £3. See you later, Lasagna. Hello, CP. I'm good, thank you. How are you doing? Nabil makes me laugh, you know. I told you, Tim, all the effort you were putting in. That was his summary that he's looking for. That was the summary he's looking for. It was all in vain. It was all in vain. We could be hit by TPWS here. I'm going pretty fast, but we still got a way away from the signal, so we'll be alright. You got a math test tomorrow. Good luck with it, CP, man. You're pretty good at maths, right? I feel like we've had this conversation about maths before. Either way, you'll smash it. Bro said as I thought. Bro's big brained. How is the route so far? If I say pretty good, what would you think that means? Out of curiosity. If I was to say, oh, it's pretty good, like, how would you take that? What would you understand from that? Simon, I'm not going to speak on it because I simply don't know. I can only trust that DTG/ Rivet have done their due diligence in researching formations, but I don't know. I just don't know. There he is. Nabil, have you got audio now? Are you with us in the room? Welcome. Congratulations. Guess not just Change Over doesn't look bad either. Okay, valid. Yeah. It's pretty good then. I haven't really found any like flaws or bugs other than one minor one with a switch that's mislabeled. It's a quaint little route. It's chill. No frills. You just go from A to B. You get to Cardiff Central, which is where we're coming in now, and as you can see on the far left there, they've got a GWE HST. That's really the only thing that's different that you're going to see, aside from the diesels that come with the route. It's chill. I don't think it's worth £30, and however much it is in euros and dollars. Definitely more of a sale route. 25 quid I'd be happy with. Yeah, it's I mean, it's what I was saying it was going to be yesterday. It's just another route, you know. Install TSW just in time for the release of this. Nabil, what? I did ask you the other day, innit, like how long. Whenever you tell me you uninstall TSW, my question straight away is how long for? It's always temporary. But good luck. I hope this route is worth it for you. Suspension is pretty good so far. I'm quite happy with the suspension. Yeah. There are other types of trains around there, and DCG admitted that the 150 and 153 are doing the jobs of lots of those, as well as their own. Which I'm not mad about, as long as there wasn't any other train in the game that could have subbed in instead. If this was the best they could do, with everything that we have in game, I'm not mad about it. You excited for it, CP, yeah? Let's see, man. Hopefully it lives up to expectations. I wasn't wowed by the first look video of the Dutch route, but there's still a possibility that it will pleasantly surprise me. I haven't lost all hope just yet. Hello, Trey. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the stream. Only the core game, nothing. Oh, interesting, bro. Well, if it's for this route, then I say get the Great Western Express, so you can get the HST. I don't know if it comes with this route. I don't think it does. If it does, cool. If not, then yeah, get the GWE. Who are you asking, Tim? I hope it's not me. For Space Route. Yeah, it makes absolute sense. It makes complete sense. Commanding is crazy. Yeah, fair enough, Simon. Yeah, bro, over £100. £80 was bad alone, but yeah, with the addition of Thomas now, that's over £100 in a single month in DLC. Yeah, you know, fair enough. It's not all DTG. But what more did they want from us, man? That's what I was expecting last time. It's funny now that they've changed the thing to say throttle instead of CBPC. In a previous video, it said CBPC, which was like a Rivet thing. I don't know why Rivet are trying to hide. Imagine instead of just like fixing your mistakes, rekindling the relationship between the community and yourselves, instead you're hiding behind Dovetail. What a crap hole of a company, man. They've gone away with their forums. They've completely tried to hide their online presence. Go focus on your bus DLC, man. All live streams I have seen so far on this route, almost everyone skips a station. What station does everyone skip? And are they like choosing to skip a station, or is it just a timetable taking them past that station? Yeah, I'm with you, Tim. I'm with you. I've said this before plenty of times, but I've learned to accept TSW for what it is. And what Nabil said is the whole reason for it, realistically. Honestly, I wouldn't want to touch them with a 10-foot barge pole, Wayne. At least Johnny, you know, went in guns blazing. I don't want to go anywhere near him. Got a chance to stretch his feet. Oh, then my son. Show what you're made of. Starters and everything included. It just looks like a sausage. It's so short. And that's why I keep saying, Simon, ignorance is bliss. When you don't know what's meant to go where, you're easily content with what you have. And I think that's the majority of the TSW player base. There's only a very, very small number of the player base on the Discord and the forums. Everyone else is going to buy the route, not know what's wrong about it, not really spot the flaws. Just take it for what it is. That's why they keep making money. You think 15 people out of thousands or tens of thousands is gonna make it, not buying the DLC is gonna make a difference? Come on, man. I don't think there's gonna be anything we're ever gonna be able to do about that. It's not everyone that buys ETS2 DLCs that goes on the blogs and follows, you know, the updates and the news and whatnot. A lot of people blindly will buy stuff. And remember, if it's one thing Dovetail can do, it's market. So you'll go on the stall page for their DLCs and it's wonderful. Oh god, it's all sunshine and rainbows. So why wouldn't you? Like, realistically, why wouldn't you? I dread the day that I need to buy a new SSD just for TSW. When was the last, like, update to the rolling stock or the routes in Zusi? When was the last updated that way? Sorry guys, I know my English can, for someone whose first language is English, I can slaughter it sometimes. Oh, honestly, Tim, honestly, I love it. I love it, bro. I played the Mildmay line, got into the train. First thing I noticed is the color of the seats being off. That's so dumb. I don't want to know. I don't want to notice stuff like that. You can't get me with it that time. And I only realized that was you doing that nonsense because the missus has gone out. Earlier on, she was at home, and so it made me panic. But it's because I know I'm home alone, so that's why you weren't gonna get me that time. low key, I'm sure some might be annoyed, but I feel like if you want to get your bits worth, I shall make all the sounds even louder. Now, if I'm not mistaken, on the Sound Alerts website, they're maxed. But I wonder if I can give them their own sound thing on OBS. You should know, nerd. Ironic, you're the best person to that would know. I can. Oh my god, I can turn it up. Can I make it go over? It's on 100% though. How do I make it go even higher? Can I make it like 150% or will it just go back to 100? I can make it 150%. Okay. I want to go 200%, but I don't want to blow anyone's eardrums out. I'm going to leave it 150%. Do you know, Nerd, if it will actually be 150% or if it will just read 100%? No, I don't want to double it because then I think that'll be too loud. So I'll go up by 50% every time. Nice one, CP. Cheers. Make Nerd feel good about it. I have, Nerd, yeah. Or shall I just go 200? Shall I just go straight to 200%? I think that would be smart. Or like, if everyone going to be mad at me. I'm going to go to 200%. Yeah, I've gone straight to 200%. Oh, I'm so sorry if this damages your sound equipment. If it damages your hearing, I actually don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if this will actually work or not. I apologize in advance. But I feel like I mean, you're literally paying for it, so it should be worth it. Well, no, well, see, it's a catch-22, Tim, because I don't. But I also want you to get your money's worth. So if you pay to die, I'm just a middleman, you know. I actually don't know what to expect. I don't know. Hell, I guess it works. I guess it works. Cheers. My bro said nope, don't like it. I think it's only right it stays. The whole point of it is it's meant to be like, it's meant to startle you. I'm gonna leave it. Or I guess what I could do is make it more expensive. But I think 100 bits is expensive enough. No, it's gonna start. Tim, you think I'm gonna suffer alone? Oh hell no! Hey, no way! I ain't suffering alone. We're in this together. This is entertaining us. You get it? This is a we. We are spending time here. We are enjoying the game. So all of a sudden, it's now a you. No. It's we. We're speaking French now. We are speaking French, fully fluent. So there's no wait, Wayne, to find out, like... See, the thing is, it's not like they do DLCs, which is a good thing. So there's no way to, like... Pedro. What a classic. Hey, listen, that's a banger. That is actually a banger. Underrated. Absolutely underrated. I love it. I haven't heard it in so long. Thank you for bringing it back into my memory. After this, I'm now a fan of raccoons. He's a raccoon, right? I don't know. So a few more root modules is extensions, realistically, right? Or is a root module a separate map for what we have? It's not overrated, Nabil, unless you made the mistake of listening to it too many times. See, I just let it come naturally. Whenever it played, it played. Oh, do you know what sound alert I want to add? The spinning cat one. I want to add the spinning cat. I want to see if I can add the sound effect for that. Oh, 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 oh. Nabil, just a hater. Are you getting paid for it? I don't think the spinning cat meme can die. Yeah, Nabil, see, that's the problem. That's why, bro. I never got enough of it. You have to treat your For You page with care, gently, you know? You have to caress it. I want to see if I can get the spinning cat. I want spinning cat. I do love myself some lo-fi, you know, it's just peaceful. I love it. Yes, please. Audio and video. Where is it? Yes, it's there. I love it. But it's meant to come with a video though. Oh, it does come with a video. It's the only one of the video, I think. Everything else is just audio. It's the only one of the video. I need to get more video ones. I actually need to like explore because I haven't touched my sound alert since I started doing it. Okay, that should have saved. No one's buying it for 100 bits. Don't put it past nerd. Oh, I'm 17. Shout out to you guys. I don't have my viewer number open. I don't see it until after the stream. Shout out to all of you guys currently watching. I appreciate you. If you're enjoying what you see, please do consider following, subscribing, all that good stuff. We're going to be playing through the journey mode on this route today, to Friday, and Saturday as well. And then we're going to be playing the Dutch route from next week as well. So if you don't want to miss any of the DLCs, any of the releases, except Thomas, I'm not playing Thomas, stick around. Thank you for letting me know that, Tim. God bless you for bringing me good news. I like good news. If you got good news, bring it my way. Add Portugal president crashing his car on live TV. You know what? I haven't had any BS from Portugal in a long time. It's due. It's long due. It really is long due. No, what's that link for? Zeusy patch logs. We love it, Wayne. We love it. That's where their heads are at. Yeah, they can do. Yeah, they can do nice graphics and this and that. But who, you know, if I'm going for a simulation experience, if I want realism, that's what I want to see. Like if ETS2 started going into super detail in their trucks and how stuff worked, would be a dream. I wonder if they will ever go deeper into like truck simulation. I feel like they do things here and there that make the game more realistic, but they're very careful of how they go about it. No, don't put. don't put me in this. I was telling him, don't put me in the same boat as you. He thinks about bollocks a lot. I don't think about bollocks. Well, yeah, you know, fair enough. We might share a crash or two every now and again. But that's as far as we goes. I don't sleep on hay. I do like me a sausage, the edible kind. I haven't had any sausage in a while. Yeah, but who doesn't crash on a bill, you know? See, now that's how you've interpreted it, nerds. That's not, leave me out of it, mate. What does this mean? This little sign on the left with the arrows. No, do you know how there are those channels that I might need to make it louder. You know, you know there are those channels that do like dashcam crashes. You could make your channel one of those, but just with your own crashes. Don't bring me into it. As it stands right now, I'm partly retired from driving, so I can't crash. I mean, I could still do it on here technically, but I'm perfect on TSW. I never crash. And if you've seen a video of me crashing, it wasn't me. My face was edited into it. Hello, CFC. How you doing, mate? Good to see ya. Nah, Tim. Don't listen. I told you yesterday. Don't bring me into your L's. If it's your skill issue, if it's your L, bringing me into it's not gonna save you, lad. So, you know, it is what it is. C'est la vie. And yes, Nabil, I know how to spell it now. Thank you very much. I ain't got nothing. I'm on the other side of the universe. Well, the planet, not the universe. No, Nabil, it was. How do you think we've got 17 viewers in the bill? That's gonna be my new logo. I don't know what other hand signals they use. Glad that you're doing well, mate. I'm doing good, thank you, CFC. I'll clip it all you like, nerds. You know what? Please do. Absolutely, go ahead. Go ahead. Just so you can, you know, prove my point. See, the trampoline crash, said CP. You know, that's quite an interesting situation you bring up, isn't it? So, see the way that came about, right? It wasn't natural, you know. It's not like, you know, let's say hypothetically speaking, I crashed into buffers. Let's say we've got some buffers coming up right now. Now, if I crash into them, I would say that's a crash because that's a part of the railway. That's always there. It's you know, it's part of the infrastructure. Now, a trampoline isn't, right? So imagine you're driving the Arosa line. Arosa line's got a lot of twisty turnies, yeah? You're driving on the Arosa line, or you're driving on Bernina line, or whatever it may be, sand patch, anything with a lot of turns. And then there's a rock slide, mud slide. There's a slide. And then there's a big rock in your path. As you turn the corner, you hit the brakes, but to no avail. It surprises you. I wouldn't put that on the same plane, on the same level as crashing into the buffers, you know? It's like if you're driving a car and a pedestrian just runs into the road and you crash into them. It's not the same as crashing into a traffic light, you know? Hello, Cookie Monster. Is this route any good? It's good, not 30 quid good, in my opinion. Should be a bit cheaper, but I haven't really seen any major issues with it. It's quite chill. There's not much. There's nothing really exciting going on. It's chill. It's quaint. It's quiet. It's nice. It's chill. It's chill. It's a nice little route. Just not worth full price in my personal opinion. Yes, Nabil, that's the spelling. Yeah. No, not that one. It's cest. Cest. est is a little apostrophe. Est. But you've crashed into buffers many times. I don't quite understand the question, nerd. Yeah, absolutely, CFC. I'm glad you're enjoying the mods that you're using. I'll be glad to answer your question if I know the answer to it. No, Timmy, you need the apostrophe. The apostrophe is of utmost importance. Utmost. Where was... Train lights on, yes. Where was DSD again? Ah. Oh, hello, there's a cover. Okay. There you go. Oh, look at the action. Nice and smooth. I've never seen cover clothes like that. Fantastic. Incredible. Okay, so on this one, it's actually correct. I can't read whether it's... Okay, it's on forward. Dad, do not need the cab lights to be on. We're in yet another bus. Oh no, we're friends. We're friends. That one was weak, I won't lie. Maybe I need to turn it up to 400%, nerds. 400%. What annoys me is that some sounds are louder than others. It's not even like they're all balanced. So one could be super loud and then the other one could be quiet, and then you turn it up for the quiet one, and now the super loud one is just too loud. Like the train horn. The train horn's ridiculous. I said what I said, Nabil. I said what I said. I meant what I said. I said what I meant. Will I your doctor's visit? That is a question of the ages, isn't it? That's a question from the beginning of time. Will you my doctor's visit? Will I your doctor's visit? Maybe, maybe not. Also, if you don't know any like fun extensions for Twitch that would be fun for you guys and myself, do swing them my way. There are so many out there. It's just not possible for me to like go through every single one and check them out. You are welcome to Will my doctor's visit. I appreciate that. I'll consider the offer. I'll consider. Is there a mod to add more traffic? CFC. So, technically yes, but no. As Wayne said, there are timetable mods. So, if you go to the timetable section in Train Sim community, you'll find some timetables that are a lot busier than what we have in game. However, there's no mixing and matching between the timetables we already have in the game by default. What do I mean? Let's say, for example, a timetable mod comes out for the Cardiff routes that adds 1,000 more services. The scenarios for the Cardiff routes will still take place on the default timetable, the quiet one. So if you want to have any game time on the busy timetable, on the modded one, you can only do timetable services on that timetable. I recommend you a solid one. I recommend you two solid ones, CFC. The 5 Circle one and the West Coast Mainline one. And I recommend them because they come with new trains and new liveries. The West Coast Mainline one comes with a HST as a train, as Network Rail's train measurement train. And it also comes with an 801 that's acting as an 803 with a completely new livery. And even new liveries for the Pendolino itself, the 801. Sorry, the 390. Sorry, oh my god, not the 390. It is a 390. But they've got an 801 as acting as an 803, yeah. And then on 5 Circle one, they've got the HST in ScotRail livery. And they've got tons more services. It's a lot busier. You can even do the Edinburgh to Glasgow route, because for some reason Rivet Games included the entire Edinburgh to Glasgow route on the 5 Circle. Nobody knows why. I don't think anyone will ever know why, but the mod allows you to do that route basically if you want to do that. So yes, you can get a timetable mod, but you can only do timetable services on it. Yeah, West Coast Mainline is unstable as it is, and CFC, the mod, if you haven't got the hardware for it, I mean, you can give it a try, but, yeah, it takes its toll on your system. It's under timetables. It's under timetables. The sad thing is, Tim, I do want to be like, yay, you will. And I hope you will. Amen to that, right? But with regards to TSW, it won't really make a huge difference. It would help. It would. But you'll still have to deal with certain things. I guess you could use lossless scaling. But then even that, for it to operate properly, needs a certain level of stability. I feel like a drone operator operating the camera with my joysticks. West Coast Mainline and 5 Circle. 5 Circle is a Scottish route. And then look out for, under, I assume, patches. Look out for the enhancement packs for those routes as well. They go hand in hand. So you'll need the 5 Circle timetable mod, and then you also need the enhancement pack, which makes the route a lot better. I think that's the one that adds deliveries. And then I think West Coast Mainline also has its own enhancement pack that you download with the timetable. But on the download page for these mods anyway, they'll tell you what the requirements are, and so you just go according to that, so that you don't bump into any issues where the game crashes or things just aren't operating as they should be. Yeah, to be fair, Tim, mods are honestly a godsend for this game. For me, nerd, yeah. Yeah, for me, yes, absolutely. Without mods, I don't think I'd play TSW anymore. Why are you bringing it back, nerds? It went. It went, innit? Why are you bringing it? Why? We were all happy forgetting about it. The truth is, I struggled to find one. I genuinely had a look, and I struggled to find one. Listen, I'm always down for something that will spice up the channel, right? Within boundaries and reasons. And I'm still not entirely opposed to the idea. Bro, driving these trains must be the easiest thing in the world. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, just doing this run. The hardest thing about working this specific job on this line would be boredom. What do you mean the wife said yes? How do you know? How do you know she said anything? I might get my hands on an Arduino soon for a project. No, Tim, no. Wait. Yes. Yes, technically. But no. This just seems like it's just so easy to like stick to the speed limits. Especially when you're just driving one coach. Like, this is what I would expect for like train driving school. I don't know if such a thing exists, but if it does, you know, I would expect this. Literally, it's one coach just trundling along. You're trying to instigate me, trying to instigate a situation. But I won't be fooled. Alas, I will not be tricked. What station are we at? Were we not here already? Oh, was that on the last run? Let's just stop the yapping. Use dry sand only. What the hell? No, I saw it said Cardiff Central, you donut. That's why I said, weren't we just here? But I think that was where we ended our previous run. But I was thinking, like, we left there and continued going on, and then we somehow ended up here again. Look how pleasant this game can be when the sun's out. Like, I can't see the sky. It just looks white. I don't know why I said sky like that, but it looks white. But that can sometimes happen when it's very, very bright. I just don't know what all the rain's about. You go and play through the Boston Worcester DLC, and there's an absolute atrocity. Rain, snow, snow, rain, 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 snow, rain. Clear. Snow, rain, 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 snow, snow, rain. Ridiculous. I don't know why it's like that, Tim. Because you go outside and it's blue, and then you go back in and it's white. I don't know if it's got anything to do with what's that stupid thing? Eye adaptation. That's a weird one, isn't it? It's a weird little one. Got some trains stabled over there. There's no freight on this run, innit? I don't really see where freight would fit anyway. Is this the first UK route without a 66? I had Subway yesterday. I had a free churro. I've got like £11 worth of points. I've eaten there so much. I'm saving them up for when I don't have money for Subway, but I'm hungry. And I just get myself a free sub. Well, technically it's not free. I would have paid for it before. And I had one the day before as well. Maybe I'll have one later today and treat myself to a week-long Subway streak. But yeah, the churro was fairly delightful. It had some sauce. I don't know what the sauce was. Maybe caramel or something. I don't know. And I don't know why they've made their not tacos. Why they've made their nachos foot long. It used to come in a box that you could just close. Now they put it in the long foot long thing, and they can't close it. So what if I want to take it home? What do you want me to do? They're rock hard. I know people that would say yes to a rock hard foot long churro. Nerd being the first person that comes to mind. A rock hard churros sound disgusting. I'm not even gonna lie. They should be soft, melt in your mouth, coated in sugar, with a little cinnamon twang. Wait, yeah, I thought that was a global thing. Aren't nachos at Subway like a global thing? Oh, you are missing out. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, you're not missing out. Like, I used to make them myself when I was working there. You literally open a bag of Doritos and put salsa and cheese over it. It's nothing like special, but it was cool, you know? Throw in a bunch of jalapenos there as well. Bob's your uncle. Hello, Jackson. How you doing, geezer? You alright? Look, this is Nabil just yapping on the phone. Look, just yapping. Let's see if we can see the sand. No. Sanding on TSW is nothing but a conspiracy. ASR was onto something. It's nothing but a conspiracy. Hello, Ben. Out of the two diesels, which one would I like to drive? Which one do I like to drive the most? The 153. Not for any like particular reason. It just feels nicer to be in. But they're both like they're too similar to really choose out of them. No, you won't, nerd. Yeah, Tim. Invisible, they don't really work. Like they used to. Once upon a time, they did. They really did. I'm not making it up in my head. What's it called? The MOK effect or something. I'm not making it up in my head. They used to work. The Mandela effect. I'm not making it up. But who's gonna believe you? Now that would be criminal, though. That would actually be criminal. They got rid of the wheel spin sparks. They did. They really did. Sorry, that sounded like a realization. It's not. I'm asking because I haven't paid attention to that. But I thought that was quite neat. But if they have, if we are actually correct, then they've got rid of the sparks. They've got rid of the functionality of sanding. They almost got rid of the hose physics. Are there any hoses up front? No, it doesn't couple from the front. Well, actually it does, just without... Where's the connectors? Once it couples up, then what? Is there no, I don't know, cables? But yeah, they almost got rid of... They did get rid of the hose pipe physics and then brought them back. I can try and load, but I don't know how visible they'll be during the day. Oh, it's in the coupler. Okay. Ah, is that why? Hold on. Oh, that's what they've got a little voltage side in it, because it's electricity. It sends electricity. I see. There you go. Put 2 and 2 together. Got 4. Right, the sunflower came on, but nothing rang, so I'm not going to press anything. If it stops us, it stops us, but... Adnan is learning, I know, right? Wonderful, ain't it? I have seen this type of coupler before in game. I just didn't really think about that. Yeah, I think it's quite a common thing these days, Tim. Understandable as well. I think there's less room for issues, right? I think it's a lot easier for a pipe to get damaged than electrics that are hidden away for the most part. The more you know. Why YouTube? No, I can literally just press the uncouple button, I think, and have the live experience in my hands. Bit eager on the brakes, but we got there. TSW doesn't model it, does it not? How do you know? Doesn't. Or maybe I'm just doing it wrong. I'm literally just pressing buttons that make sense to me. No wheel slip. I think I should be alright even going straight into P7 from a standstill. I don't think DMUs deliver power as quickly as like an EMU would. Are you calling me a train? I'll go straight into P7 from the next station, but I highly doubt there'll be any wall slip. I really need to think about my entry speed into these stations. Oh, that is true, to be fair, what ASR says. It sort of just, like, happens. I was going to say... What was I going to say? I was going to say on some you can, like, there is an animation. Like, I think on the 66 that can pull the 375s. Like, you can change the coupler type on that, but that's as far as it goes in terms of animations. Yes, nerds. You did indeed. Got him. We've done a fair bit in quite a short amount of time, you know. I think we'll definitely smash this out before the Dutch route is out. That's the kind of weather I hate, Tim, because you never know when you're going out whether you should take a coat with you. Like, is it like it's okay now, but because it was freezing yesterday, is it going to be freezing again later on? You can never be too safe. Please allow me to sit down. Now I'm gonna make a quick dash for the bathroom and be back just in time for us to depart. Mark my words. Ah. And there we go, just in time. Thank you very much for marking my words, people. Yeah, same, nerds. I wish there was a way. I mean, honestly, it should be. It should be an option in settings, and it should have been that way from the beginning. Because, well, to be fair, it should be the default. Because realistically, the safety systems in trains don't get turned off, so it's quite unrealistic that we have to turn them on in the first place. Although realistically, it's likely, or more likely anyway, that the people who would rather not play with safety systems would not know. Oh, we got the 166 here as well. Would not know how to turn them off. Ah. So we got the full GWE lineup. That was loud enough, by the way, nerd, yes. I'm in a smaller cabin. Oh yeah, they're two different sizes. I remember reading that in an article. Interesting. I mean, I guess it's a quirk. That's a quirk. How many coaches have we got? 2. Okay. Now I actually feel like I'm driving a train again. I love that green, man. Thank you, nerd, for the hydrate. I don't want to hear, oh, we didn't do it. Oh, a refund. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. You got all the evidence you need. Audible evidence, visual evidence. And when I go to the bathroom later on, you'll have that evidence as well. I don't know how you'd want to classify that. Out of you guys who have the route and who have played it, what's your opinion? How does the route speak to you? Cheers, Tim. Yeah, fair enough, nerd. Anyone know if there's a console binding for turning safety systems on? Not that I am aware of, Simon. Pac-Man, hello. How are you doing? Good to see you. Saying DCG was money. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. You know what? To be fair, one thing I guess I have noticed as we've been doing these runs, and we've done quite a few now, is the route's fairly busy. Like, you don't really go like 5 minutes without seeing another train. To be fair, we are in Cardiff. We're not exactly in some rural area of Wales. Yeah. Also, hold on. Where's that ad? There's one ad that I want to show you guys, and it's basically what I believe is quite a rip-off. Where is it? I know where it is in Cardiff Central. I don't know if it's at this station. Bro, is this not Is this not the giraffe from Madagascar? This is a giraffe from Madagascar. You cannot tell me any different. Dovetail Animation presents my behind. Stretch my ass. That's the Madagascar giraffe. They just straight up ripped it off. Don't you think? Not a single thought behind those eyes. I'm doing very well, thank you, Pac-Man. I'm glad that you're doing well also. Currently playing Simro. Nice. What are you driving today? How are the bugs going, ASR? I found one minor one, a mislabeled switch. I haven't noticed any others. Funnily enough, I completely forgot. The AIs all have their headlights and taillights set up correctly. Wow. That's a first in a long time. Yeah, honestly, I haven't really encountered many bugs. It's actually quite a polished route from what I've seen so far. What do you mean, nerd get busy? What are you envisioning? What are you envisioning? What do you mean, nerd get busy? You knew what I meant. What's your goal here? What's your intention? There's no name to avoid copyright, Pac-Man. It's a ripoff. I'm sure that giraffe is a trademark, one way or another. They know what they're doing. Queen Street gets 16 trains per hour in each direction. Makes sense. Makes sense. No pantographs, so no bugs. I mean, you know what? You've always had a keen eye for that. So yeah, I guess this route will satisfy you in that regard. DMUs only. That's one way to keep bugs at a minimal. EN57, nice. Well, I hope you have a good run, Pac-Man. I haven't touched Simro myself in quite a while. I just don't have the motivation at the moment to play. I don't have that like excitement for it. I mean, the time for Vodge DLC to come out in March of this year is quickly running out. But maybe I'll use the release of that DLC as an opportunity to come back to it for a little bit. Yeah, I know they are a play on real ad, Simon, but that is just ridiculous. That is just ridiculous. Is the only train you know how to drive? Fair enough, Pac-Man. Have you got any intentions of getting to grips with the other trains anytime soon? It is quite a challenge when you're coming to grips with those trains. I found it a bit of a challenge, and usually I'm like, throw me in any train on this game other than the Expert 101, and I'm usually alright. Okay, can we go a bit further on? Bit further on. Just a little bit. Still got some time. 15 seconds. Hello, Isle of Wight Film Productions. How you doing? Well, they add CCTV on TSW. I wish. I haven't heard of any plans for that Isle of Wight, but I wish. But as it stands, no. I would even be happy. Well, I'd be content with just an image. Just an image of like a generic platform with some people on it, even if it wasn't an actual video. But instead we get nothing at all. Yes, of course. I love that. Well, when the time does come for that, Pac-Man, I wish you good luck with it. The only trains that don't have tutorials are the Dragon 2 and the Pendolino, which are fairly simple to drive, I'd like to say. I don't know whether I'm saying that because I know how to drive them or because they actually are. But yeah, there are tutorials for the other trains, Pac-Man, so you could, if you wanted to go that way, you could have a play on those scenarios. You like my green screen? Thank you. If you can name the train that the cab is from on your first go, Isle of Wight, I'll give you a round of applause. I guess I don't really know what I can give you from my current position. I mean, Simon, I don't see it. It would basically be a mirror. It would basically be a mirror, technically, right? Which, yes, is usually quite resource intensive. Which is why I'm saying, if it's just an image, a generic image, I'm content. Well, Pac-Man, there is a German route in the works, but there's nobody really knows how far in development that is or when it's gonna come out. So, you know, it's almost nothing more than a fable as it stands. I increased my voice just a little bit, because judging by the levels, I'm almost fighting the train sounds, but you guys haven't complained, so. But that's what I'm saying, ASR. Time is quickly running out for that. Time is very quickly running out. To be seen. That's one way to put it. I do like this branch. Get a proper chance to push this. Oh my god, nerd. Oh my god, nerd. Nerd, you got a flying island. We got a flying island. They brought it back. Did you not call it? Somebody called it. The flying island's gonna make a return on this route. Oh, you love to see it. Oh, you absolutely love to see it. They've done it again. They've done it again. Shout out. They've done it again. Oh, I mean, you can't miss it. Like, you can't miss it. It's visible from the cab. What's the excuse? What actually is the excuse to have that? I don't understand. And it happens again and again and again and again. I don't get it. I actually don't get it. Isle of Wight, you cheated. How do you know? It is the class 465. How do you know? I don't, but there's no way you got it just like that. There's no way. You have to explain that one to me. No one's been able to get. I usually give people 3 tries to guess and no one gets it. How have you gotten it under one go? The flying island is actually real in Cardiff. Honestly, at this point, it's a meme. It genuinely is just a meme at this point. What, Nabil? Talk to me. Enlighten me. You're asking me. You're asking me to guess what? I don't know what. You know the route very well. I mean, Isle of Wight. A promise is a promise. There you go. I've given you your round of applause. You're the first person to ever get it at all. And I usually give people 3 tries, and you got it in 1. So I think that round of applause is well deserved. Nice one, Nabil. No, Nerd. Guess for Nabil. Nabil, ask Nerd. Ask Nerd. Yo, Flying Island makes a return. Legendary stuff. Absolutely legendary stuff. Wait, I guess explains, Nabil. It's explain. I said explains. Explain. That's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing explain. Because that explains it. Explain. It explains it. What we're trying to guess. Explain. Thank you. Thank you, man. It's not often I come up with something like that, you know? But when I do, oof. It means a lot. Thank you. I think 7 out of 10 is a little harsh, but I'll, you know, thank you. Tim, a hating man once said, don't ever do that again. Bro's on the ropes. These are my German friends. Those are my German friends. Do you get it? Because they're diggers. Digger. I don't know, man. The Cardiff route is doing something to me right now.
No, God!
No.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
What do you mean, alright, bro? What's the 5-circle effect? If a 5-circle, I'd be sitting here with my hair, like, ripped out. I'd have bald spots everywhere. That would be the 5 circle effect. Right, Tim, let's put you on the spot then. What's your Mackey's order? What's your Mackey's order? Go on. Let me actually make sure all the sound alerts are actually like maxed out. It's such a shame that they're not balanced. Why would I have to log in again? I'm pretty sure I can adjust the sound for all of them. Oh, they're not all at 100%. Oh, they're not all at 100%. Oh, only a few of them are at 100% volume. Oh, they were only at half. They were only at half. And so then I've doubled it. I've doubled them on OBS, and now I'm doubling them here. Wait, I need to put them back onto. I need to put it back on 100% on OBS. Flip's sake, brother. My ear was hurting as well anyway. And you know what the crazy thing is? I haven't even gotten to that one yet, but I think that one was already on 100%. I'm pretty sure that one was already on 100%. I'll check when I get to it. I've got like 5 more to do. Yeah, okay, yeah, it was already on 100%. I forgot the happy birthday one. I guess that's for you guys. It's your guys' birthday, then we can play one for you. I don't know, I guess. Right, I'm putting it back on 100% because they're gonna be ridiculously loud now. Or maybe 150. 150? 150. It's not my birthday. But thank you. It'd be nice if DRA would be on all the time. I didn't sneeze. They're not too bad for you. You guys are pussying out. You got your volume down. Tim. Tim. No. What are we playing at? What are we playing at? What are we playing at here? I know. I'm aware. Believe me. I know. The FDRA was on all the time. The train wouldn't move. I do know. I do understand. The entire purpose of DRA being illuminated is it's announcing the train cannot move. What I meant is that during the takeover of the train, because that's practically what we're doing, during the takeover of the train, part of the startup process, if you will, look what you've gone and made me do. This is on you. This is on you. This is on you. Hope you feel bad. No, do be sorry. No, absolutely. Do be sorry. Do be sorry. Now, what I implied, as we turn the master key, put it in and turn it, as we go into forwards on the reverser, as we flick the lights, switch to TPWS, flick DVD, DSD, the works. As we turn on GSMR and settle in our seats, raise it or lower it as we please. As we hit the button to open the passenger doors. It would be nice, because in reality, the previous driver would have left the DRA active. So it would be nice if after we do all of that, when the train is set up and ready to move, and we're ready to embark on our next journey, if we could just have that switch to flick off. Just for that little bit of added immersion. I think, realistically talking, it's the least they could do. You get me now? You know? It's the least they can do, right? Now we're on the same page. I don't see why it's not the case already. I'm sorry for any misunderstanding. I'm sorry for any misunderstanding. But that was my intention. That was what I implied. I need the bathroom again. That was what I implied. Nabil, my intention is not to be YAP certified. I leave that to you. You are on the yapping throne, and you cannot be thrown off it. I've come to terms with that. Like in the 158, exactly. There are a couple of trains. I don't think it's just the 158, but that's a good example. Yes. Yes. What do you mean you stand by? What do you mean you stand by? There's no abuse. There's a nice, civil, informative conversation at hand. That's it. Grangetown isn't really a... Where do you live? Grangetown. If we're trying to pull a girl, it's not really what you're trying to say to her, you know? I live in the streets of Grangetown. It sounds like a name a name of a place you'd find on Cyberpunk. It would be very, very fitting for Cyberpunk. Why did I sniff like what? You're not talking about me, Tim. Are you talking about Nabil? Nabil's been abusing people. Bro said LeBron or sniff. What are you talking about? I'm always sniffing. My nose has got beef with me. When am I not sniffing? Oh, look at that. And view. So what is this meant to be like reeds? There's just straight up grass. I don't know. Maybe that river in reality has a grassy bottom. Or do I know? How do you know Simon would know? They built the AI. His CPU encompasses all knowledge, all information. Although, to be fair, Simon knows his stuff. There's no denying that. There's a Grange Hill. Grange Hill? Grange Hill? There's a Grange something in London. Well, not even in London, but it's on the Central Line. It's more Essexy, realistically, if I'm not mistaken. Though not retarded, add that. I don't even think you can say that today. Apparently, you're not allowed to say retard. It's one of those words that's been politically grabbed. Someone's decided, you know what? You're not allowed to say that word anymore. What was the other one I got told off for on when I was playing GTA roleplay? Monk. Monk? Was it Monk? Was it Monk? I think it was Monk. Apparently, you're not allowed to say that anymore as well. I don't like when words just get... Someone just decides that word's not allowed anymore. Like, there are words that aren't allowed, you know? There are words that really are not allowed, right? And have always been so. Fair enough. But how a word 5 years ago could have been fine, a word 10 years ago was absolutely fine, didn't hurt a fly, and now someone's just decided you're not allowed to say that anymore. That's beyond me. I'm not going to tell you what I've been watching with the missus because I don't want you guys to spoil it. I know you guys like to troll me. But I'm watching a series on Netflix that was from 10 years ago, I think. Yeah, from about 10 to 15 years ago. And oh my god, how they throw that word around. It's ridiculous. And it's like, because nobody cared. Like, it wasn't that deep. It actually was not that deep. So do I, Tim. I stay away from it on stream. But there's a lot of words I use that shouldn't really be used today. But, like, if it was fine, it was fine. I need to see the process of when it stopped becoming fine and who decided it wasn't. Was it an assembly of people? Was it one person? Was there a situation that arose where somebody used it and then from then on it just became illegal? That word. What word? Are you brave enough to type it? That word. Oh, as for that word. Whew. Only the brave can speak it. Only the brave can speak it. That word. was an officially recognized medical term. I'm going to get onto medical terms in a second, actually. I got a lot to say about medical terms, but let me read this first. Was an officially recognized medical term at one point. See the ARC from the 80s. Association for Retarded Children. Let me tell you something. Without getting into too much detail, I was recently learning something, like in an official space, yeah? Learning how to deal with people. Or like a course for that. The term disabled is no longer politically correct. Now, somebody explain to me how. Saying somebody has a disability is no longer politically correct. It's no longer okay. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? I had to hold myself back hard. Because it was not those things where you could just speak out and say whatever. I looked at a person beside me and I was like, they're trolling, right? There's that one. Blind. Now this is like the beginning of it. This is the beginning of the end for these words, because it's like, it's no longer preferred. I'll put it that way. It's no longer preferred. Blind, deaf, disabled. For blind, you're meant to now say vision. They have like a vision impairment. Disabled, they have it came and went. Or for disabled, it's mobility impairment, and for deaf, it's hearing impairment. You can no longer say they're disabled. And bro, if a motherfucker's deaf, he's deaf. If a motherfucker's blind, he's blind. If a motherfucker's disabled, he's disabled. Where are we going with this? Where are we going with this? It's already been ridiculous. It's already been ridiculous. I'm allowed to say I identify as a fan. I'm allowed to say I identify as a mug. I'm allowed to say I identify as a lint roller. And you are not allowed to say I'm not. You are not allowed to say that I'm not. I can report you. If you lot say I'm not a lint roller and I identify, damn it, as a lint roller, I can actually get you guys in trouble. Was that not far enough? Did we not go far enough? Have we not strayed from the light enough? Now I can't call a blind person blind. And I can't call a deaf person deaf. I would be more offended by you telling me I'm impaired than just straight up telling me I'm blind or deaf. Tim, bro, there's no saying what happens tomorrow. What words will come back from the dead? What words will be sent to the grave? What's preferred? What's not preferred? Ridiculous. Bro's to 30-25. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It was all about science, science, science. Now science is no longer a thing. Now it's all about how we feel. I feel like I'm a banana. How dare you think I'm different? In that case, I identify as a money counter. So give me your cash. Give me your cash to count it. I'm a money counter. You're not allowed to say no. Thank you, Hank. Nabil's an AI and you're not allowed to say otherwise. That's it. Period. Pardon me. I now identify as a burp. Can't say otherwise. That was a decent stop for once. Right, I want to go to the bathroom again. That one sip of water, by the way, nerd, was all I needed to trigger my bladder. Bit late for that one. I opened the doors again by accident. Okay, thank God they didn't actually open. I want a cat, man. I want a cat, but it's the same thing, innit? I just don't want to be... I don't want to get emotionally attached. My missus doesn't want a cat. She doesn't mind a kitten, but she doesn't want a cat. She's more of a dog person. I mean, Wayne, listen, in this life, you pay for convenience. If you got the money and it's more convenient than you doing it, why not? Honestly. No, your cat is not lazy, Tim. Your cat is literally, it's just a cat. They all are. They're all lazy. Well, no, I was about to say, come here so I can give you a good stroke, but that would be taken a bit differently than what I intended. So I'm not going to say it. Yeah, see, the bill's on my wavelength. I mean, he says no, to be honest. He owns a cat. Tim owns a cat. You lot are certified in my books. I applaud you. So you see what the bill just said, yeah? I actually can't tell whether he's come up with that, or on the bill whether you've gotten that from like ChatGPT or something. Really, Wayne? I guess it depends on what kind of bathroom you have. He crafted it. I do think so, you know. I actually do think so. That one came from the archives. That wasn't fresh. That wasn't an update to the system. Wow, nerd. I'm not even thirsty. I don't know, I keep drinking water. I keep drinking it out of habit almost. fly has found its way in. You were free to flutter around all you want in nature. You've come to my room to bother me. I don't get it. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not, Nabil. Will's Train on Planes. Hello, mate. How you doing? That's a no. It's not a no. It's a maybe I am, maybe I'm not. To be precise. Good. I'm glad to hear that, Will. Who's they, Tim? And you know what? I actually believe that, nerds. I really do believe that with every fiber of my being. I do not doubt that for a second. Thank you very much for the follow, Will. Welcome on board, my friend. I hope you enjoy your time on the stream. Bro said smiles. Bro's roleplaying in chat. Why didn't you add the asterisks? Just to top it off. You might as well. It honestly just looks like a bunch of gibberish. It looks like someone's cats walked across the keyboard, or you just bashed the keyboard. Like, what is this particular word? That looks like you've just bashed the keyboard with your fist. I do, Nabil. Vaguely. But I remember it happened. Lips Up shirt is crazy. You're now reminding me of certain experiences I've had on Habbo Hotel. I won't go into any further detail. Well, they've translated it for donuts like you as well, nerd. I know you don't speak Welsh or understand it. I was devastated. Well, I wouldn't say devastated. I think devastated is maybe a little bit too far. But I tried to log into my old Habbo account and they sent me a password reset. I need to change my password basically, and it sent me the link to my email. But the email that I used once for that account, and never were logged onto it again. And when I tried to log onto it, it was a Yahoo account. When I went on Yahoo to try and log onto it, they had deleted it. So I couldn't reset the password because there's no email account anymore. So that's it. It's literally gone forever. Boon. Was that like a Habbo Hotel like copy, but like with free coins and stuff? Credits. Oh, when they removed the costing, I was devastated, man. What did Habbo used to censor cuss words with? What was the word they used to use? There was a particular word. And it was back when you could choose whether you have censorship or not for swearing. And when you first make an account, it's on by default. Baba! So it's on by default. So I'm going around room to room, just exploring the game and stuff. And I'm just seeing, just Baba this, Baba that. And I go up to people and I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? What is it? Like, what is this? It looks like a trend. I thought, yo, what's this? What does this mean? I want to use it as well, but I don't really understand how it fits in the sentences. And then finally someone explained it to me. And I was like, oh. And I went and turned it off. But like, nobody wanted to explain it to me for a bit. Goodness me, if you lot knew how big, genuinely how big a part of my life that game played, you'd barely believe it. Oh, nerds. Don't do it to me. This looks like something you'd see in Kingdom Come Deliverance. But would it work, nerd, if I don't get my hands on the DLC, though? Would it still work? You know? It led to my entire life changing. Genuinely. It changed my entire life. Do it for the memes. I will, because there are some really boring and crappy ones in my crappy alerts on my sound alerts. The evening stream might be delayed. I completely forgot about something. It is a Wednesday. I need to start adding certain things to my calendar. They don't seem important enough, but then something happens and I'm like, I should have done that. That was 100% DC's Harry's work. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw horns at some point. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised either if that was the case. Tim, brother, that was my life. Like, I would be in school, yeah. Life would... I didn't have the most fun at secondary school. I'll put it... Or high school. I'll put it that way. I didn't really have fun there. So, like, I would use Habbo as, like, my getaway. That was basically my main life. And I just zoned... You lot have been distracting me. Oh my god. Oh, yo, they just said you might as well keep going, bro. They said you might as well just keep going, brother. They just wrote me off at that station. They said you might as well just carry on. That's mad. And then I couldn't hear the... Oh, man. You played me dirty, nerd. Yeah, so Habbo was basically like my main life, basically. What's the interesting news, Nabil? We're not quite ready to show you what we've been working on for American Truck Simulator, but maybe you can listen to it instead. Thank you for putting the link there, as if I can listen to it. Cars or pickups are coming. Oh! It's got to be pickups. Why would it be cars, realistically? Although that would be cool. Does that mean we're finally going to get car physics for the car mods? Someone in the comments somewhere, Nabil, whether it be on the blog post or on the YouTube video, is going to notice, hey, that's this engine. It's going to be either this car or that car. That's really good news. I'm actually looking forward to that. That's quite fun. I'm genuinely looking forward to that. Wow. Even more interesting. So they're closer to bringing us cars in their games than it seems buses or coaches, which was announced as a work in progress a decade ago at this point. Or almost a decade ago. Interesting. Why is no one getting on? There's still that bug. People that come into the station while you're there, they don't get onto your train. Makes no sense, man. And I still don't get why NPCs interact with your camera. Move! Move! What, new wheel skidding sounds, or just ones we already have? The ones we already have are pretty cool. One of the most realistic skidding sounds I've personally heard in a game. Super annoying, Tim. Super annoying. What is this for? What is that? I've missed an... Oh! Oh no, we'll stop in time. We'll stop in time. We'll stop in time. What is that for? What is this? That looks like a button, but it's like against the window. Oh, new ones. Oh, so it's like a car. Like, there's no question about it. Probably a lamp. I don't really see a way to turn it on. I know Nibble linked it above, but I can't really listen to it right now.